rocking mics, I raised the bar. Phased them, dazed them.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Clippers come into town for this one.
Hey, gentlemen.
Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. We've got a chance here to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for the Clippers right now, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Johnson in at the three, the small forward. Jordan the screen, and the wide-open shot from Redick. The drive by Paul. Griffin kicks to Jordan. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty, and he just has that, Clark, that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Outside Westbrook. Screened by Ibaka. And taken away by Paul.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
The shot's good from Griffin. Here's Adams. A beautiful reverse layup.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Redick with it. Jordan the screen. And Redick kicks to Griffin. Five on the clock. Intercepted. And now Westbrook pushing it up. No one back. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Griffin passes to Paul. And Blake Griffin again. Griffin's got his second basket.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
And taken away by Paul. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
That's good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And that one's good.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Here's Griffin following the basket by Russell Westbrook. That shot by Griffin, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers.
Oh! He has a highlight real unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
Wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Oklahoma City. Al Paul still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. 4 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. That's good. And that's now 6 points for Blake Griffin.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Westbrook drives in. Redick with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 4. It's Redick on the wing. The tray. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson with the block. On the wing, Johnson. And Griffin, here we go. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Durant. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations. Here is Paul. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. This is to Robertson. And Griffin sends it back. But they'll get another chance. And Adams kicks to Durant. And stolen by Redick. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
And Doc Rivers passed the 700-win mark as a coach last season. He's climbing the ladder in career wins.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that Doc oftentimes gets enough credit for the type of coach he is. I mean, as a coach, he is well over 500 in terms of his career win percentage. And how about over 500 in playoff games as well?
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Morrow comes in for Kevin Durant. Waiters, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And then for the Clippers, Cole Aldridge, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. Greg, for Westbrook, as you were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles. Clark, in 8 games, he was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing is that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one. Man, he's a guy who showed you what it means to carry a team.
Paul kicks to Griffin. The shot by Paul, no good. Thunder trailing by 6. Now here's Waiters. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Takes it from 10. No luck. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And the Clippers another fast break opportunity here. Poked loose. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. That's good. Pierce has got 5 now.
Too much casual effort here. Lackadaisical getting back on defense here, fellas.
And it's costed them. Fast break baskets accounting for 7 of the last 10 points they've allowed.
Pass to Morrow. There's a screen by Canner. And Anthony Morrow, good for 3.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Launches a 3. Rebound by Aldridge.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Outside Pierce. He dishes it to Crawford. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Waiters. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does. Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And for all of the improvements he's made to his game, one wonders why Blake Griffin isn't a better shot blocker. I mean, he clearly has the motor and the athleticism, but for some reason over his first 5 seasons, he's averaged only a half a block per game.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Singler's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Smith checked in for Blake Griffin. Pierce dishes to Crawford. Paul kicks to Crawford. To the middle. Rejected by Collison. They get it back. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Waiters leading the charge.
Great pass that time by DJ Augustin.
Clippers leading by 6. And regarding Griffin's low block shot number, for some guys, they simply lack a certain field part for blocking shots.
Yeah, you know, there's something about the aptitude for shot blocking that sometimes is understated. Just because you're a high flyer in the front court doesn't mean you're going to block a lot of shots.
Feeds it to Waiters. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence. And Dion Waiters traded last season to the Thunder. They wanted him as a shooting and scoring threat off the bench.
Oh! The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
Smith kicks to Pierce. Back to Smith. Uncovered. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Knocked loose. Shot's good by Waiters. And now just a 1-point Clipper lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Pierce kicks to Paul. Back to Pierce. Baseline J on the way. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Waiters passes to Collison. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The drive by Paul. And the call will be against Nick Collison. That's his first foul.
Now in the lineup for your Thunder, Kevin Durant.
Pierce wide open. He fires. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Clippers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, one other thing that's clear is how well they're burying their jump shots here in the early going.
Durant and Ibaka playing at the 4 and 5. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Morrow in the small forward position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second.
When you're talking about the greatest clutch players ever, that list needs to include Paul Pierce. I mean, he slowed down a bit, no doubt, but don't let that fool you. If you give him any kind of look at the end of the game, he'll cut your heart out.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Ibaka. Collison comes in for Kevin Durant. Waiters, he's checked in for Roberson. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Aldridge. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rivers. They get it back. Left side Pierce. And it's Pierce with the jam.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
Looking back at Paul Pierce's career, Clark, so many game winners, none more impressive than his jump over Dwayne Wade in the first round of the 2010 playoffs.
Yeah, you know, Shaq nicknamed him the Truth for a good reason. I mean, Pierce grew up in L.A. and reportedly dreamed of playing with the Lakers. Ironic that he instead became one of the Celtics' all-time greats.
Crawford dishes to Aldridge. And he slams it one-handed.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Crawford with the ball. And it's Waiters picking him up. Screen by Smith. Crawford. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen. He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter. So, you know, Anthony Morrow, one of the real lasers as a long-range bomber in the league. First rookie ever to lead the NBA in three-point percentage. Hit over 46% his first year. There's always a place for a guy like that.
And talking about Anthony Morrow's development, he did it the hard way. Came in undrafted in his first pro start. 37 points. Remember that game? Most points ever by an undrafted player in his rookie year.
Yeah, that was amazing, that game. And, you know, the 2010-2011 season, he had the second highest three-point percentage in league history. I mean, he's been traded multiple times in his career, though, because he's still refining the rest of his game, wanting to be more than just a shooter.
Screen by Smith. Crawford kicks to Smith. And again, no good by the Clippers. Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Waiters. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Waiters got 15 points.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Thunder making a switch here. Adams checked in. Left side, Pierce. Shoots it. Drops one in from the wing. 15 points in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And the foul on Cole Aldridge. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Wesley Johnson's checked in for Pierce. Here's Morrow. 9 points in the game so far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Cole Aldridge. Clippers leading by 3. Rivers kicks to Smith. Jordan the screen. It's Crawford on the wing. Back to Smith. Takes it from 10. Excellent D from Cancer. The Thunder have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. The 3 from Morrow. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Stolen by Cantor. To the middle. It's deflected. Crawford with the steal. Johnson wide open. He fires. From outside off the mark. Here's Morrow. And Jordan sends it back. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Los Angeles has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
It's Morrow atop the key. The feed to Waiters. Offensive rebound for 3. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
And here's Rivers. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season. Signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
On the wing, Johnson. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Morrow. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed that one.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Well, guys, Josh Smith, an interesting case. Clark, he shot about 2 triples a game last year. Yet for the last 3 seasons, free throw percentage has been under, surprisingly, 55%.
Yeah, and that's terribly troubling. I mean, his three-point percentage improved in Houston, but the free throws, really, he can do much better than that. You look at his stroke, I think it's just a matter of concentration with Josh.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And with Smith and his shooting, a lot of it is mental. I mean, he has a terrific stroke from anywhere. The free throws are all in his head because he can make threes. He's just got to be a little more focused.
Group in here for the Thunder. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Cantor. Durant comes in for Anthony Morrow. Roberson, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Augustine. And then for the Clippers, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Smith. Redick comes in for Jamal Crawford. And Paul's subbed in for Rivers.
And, you know, thinking again about Smith, he made some big shots for the Rockets last year, but you never know quite what you're going to get with him taking perimeter shots.
Screen by Ibaka. Clock at 6. Westbrook with a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Durant. 11 points for Russell Westbrook.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul kicks to Johnson. There's the three.
They're going to have to play really smart on defense now and defend without fouling because they're over the limit.
And guys, Blake Griffin has got to be one of the more humble stars in the league. You rarely hear about off-court issues and interviews. He's engaging and comes off kind of as a regular guy.
That's the way it appears to me, Kevin. The young man has his head screwed on pretty tight and both feet on the ground. He started out as a class act, and he stayed long.
Miles Singler, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Lance Stevenson's checked in for the Clippers. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. There's the pick. And Westbrook, here we go. Great D that time from Griffin.
And talking about Blake Griffin, one of the more well-liked players in our league, but also one of the most teed-up players, top 5 in the league for the past 4 seasons. He's been ejected from several games as well.
Redick with the screen on Singler. And Stevenson kicks to Redick. No good with the triple. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter.
And, you know, getting back to Griffin, it's hard to stay grounded in this league. All the money, endorsements, ad campaigns, commercials, and so forth, that stuff can take you off track. But I think he's going to be grounded and maintain his focus going forward. Not the guy you want to send to the line, Kevin. And, you know, J.J. Redick has shown steady improvement in his game. He entered the league as a spot shooter off the bench. Last season, averaged over 30 minutes a game for the Clippers. He's come a long way.
And Redick has improved every phase of his game over every year, especially in the area of efficiency. Shooting over 47% from the field last year. And Greg, that by far the highest in his career.
Yeah, and his mid-range jumper last year, just automatic. The turnovers per minute averaged also ridiculously low. It even improved as a defender.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Paul with the ball. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. The dish to Stevenson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, you knew things would be different for Lance Stevenson out of Indiana, but it wasn't in a positive way at all.
Yeah, he really struggled to find a role with Charlotte, the team he signed with. Remember, he was more of the point forward, had the ball in his hands in Indiana. Not the case with Charlotte, and also rumored to be traded all last season.
You know, for Stevenson, he saw a regression in almost every part of his game last year. Ended up riding the bench down the stretch.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Clippers trail by 3.
And for Stevenson, it's really hard to readjust to a new system. I mean, he still has all the tools he had in Indy, so he could be a bounce-back candidate this year and beyond.
Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it. Last season, the Clippers came away with the 3rd seed out west. They were very tough in conference and managed to get 37 of their 56 wins against Western Conference teams.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. As you said, for the Clippers, 37 wins last year against the rest of the West. That total was the 2nd most against the rest of the West among any team in the league. Trailed only Golden State in that regard.
And you know what? They played the top West teams tough as well. One of only 3 Western Conference teams to be over 500 against the rest of the playoff teams from the West.
For the Clippers, Josh Smith, he's checked in for Jordan. And it's Pearson for Lance Stevenson. The Thunder with the lead. 4-3, Westbrook. Here's Durant. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Well, it's obvious the difference in this quarter has been their dominance on the offensive boards.
Yeah, plenty of second chance points. Also keeps the opponent out of transition, not resting on their lead, staying active.
And that one's good. Smith's got his first bucket in this one. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. When you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
Wesley Johnson's checked in for the Clippers. Oklahoma City's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter.
The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of 43% to get those points. And he led the league in turnover average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injuries.
It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Paul Pierce.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
.121 left in the second quarter. Here's Westbrook. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Westbrook's got the lead back up to 3 now for the Thunder. Greg, in the topic of Westbrook, no one's questioning his heart and his will. It was unbelievable what he did after Durant went down. But Clark, the truth is, it's hard to make the playoffs playing inefficient basketball.
No, I agree. I mean, there are certain guys who are catalysts and other guys who make things happen. And Iverson, Ginobili, Russell's old teammate, James Harden. Those guys make things happen, and you have to live with some of their inefficiency at times.
Ibaka sets the pick for Durant. From deep, and that is good. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Johnson with the block.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Now Redick. Good if it goes. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's off. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Oklahoma City out in front. They lead by 4. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Pierce playing very, very well. 19 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Paul Pierce.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
So for the Clippers right now, inside it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life. Yeah, starting the second half nicely there. Love those easy lay-ins to get things going.
And Westbrook, here we go. No luck. Good work defensively by Paul. Clippers trail by 4. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And Redick is just an unbelievable three-point shooter. It's not just his volume. It's his pinpoint accuracy. By the end of last season, Redick was 40% from behind the arc for his career.
And both free throws good for Redick. And for Redick, he knew what his NBA career would be like way back in 2005. Clark, I recall him saying, I think I'll be a role player like 80% of the players in the league. I don't expect to be a star. I'll just shoot. I'll be a team player.
Yeah, and he's exactly right. He was highly decorated in college, but every scout knew his strength was shooting the basketball, and J.J. knew it as well.
Yeah! I mean, just beautiful.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe try to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Westbrook has been great. He's got 19 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Waiters in for Andre Robertson. Just 5 to shoot. And here we go with Waiters running it up the court. Clippers trail by 5. And the pass to Paul. Lets it go from the wing. Jordan the pass to Johnson. Redick dishes to Johnson. Down low. Here's Griffin. Excellent D from Cantor.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Redick with the bucket.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Johnson's got the ball. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. The lead is 2. And here's Westbrook from the arc. But they get it back. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Cantor kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Waiters. To the left wing. Here's Morrow. He's guarded by Johnson. Just 3 to shoot. Cantor with a screen on Johnson. Morrow, no good.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Westbrook kicks to Cantor. Here's Morrow. He's guarded by Johnson. From past the arc. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Paul goes in. Got a piece of it. Johnson, the pass to Griffin. Looking for Redick. He gets it there. J.J. Redick. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Redick's got 7 now in this quarter. Westbrook kicks to Morrow. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. DJ Augustine's checked in for the Thunder. Los Angeles on D. Waiters dishes to Augustine. Here's Cantor. Can't get it to go. Jordan with some nice D. Pushing it up. Paul passes to Redick. They get the rebound. It's Redick on the wing. Another one falls for the Clippers.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And really, last season, the Thunder came into the year as a popular pick to win the West. Of course, we know what happened in terms of injuries, and they ended up having them on the outside looking in terms of the postseason.
Griffin attacking. Banked in off the glass. Griffin's got 24 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. For the Thunder, their play against the rest of the West wasn't a huge problem as to why they missed the playoffs. And Clark, you know, they went 25 and 27 against the rest of the West.
Well, at first glance, that doesn't look too bad, but only 7 wins in those 29 games against the Western Conference playoff teams. With the talent the Thunder have, I still think of them as favorites in the West, at least one of the favorites in the West.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Here's Augustine. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Rivers kicks to Crawford. Screen by Smith. Crawford's shot is good. Crawford's got 9 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
But they recover it. 6 to shoot. Kicks to Augustine. And he's good on the 3-ball. Augustine's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Pierce kicks to Aldridge. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Rivers. It counts. And the foul. DJ Augustine picks one up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. It's Westbrook with the drive.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
You go back to before last season with Durant. He was set to lead Team USA to their tournament, but had to withdraw from the team class.
And, you know, withdrawing Kevin might have been the right play to keep him healthy. He still ended up on the shelf a good while last year, but I still think it was the right decision on his part.
Los Angeles has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
And guys, Josh Smith, an interesting blend of talents. A good defender, great finisher around the rim. Also an underrated passer at times for a big man.
Josh Smith, kind of a tweener. He's spent some time at power forward. Clark, he's spent some time at small forward. He's handled the ball. He's kind of all over the place.
Yeah, he is, but I think he's best, Kevin, working inside. He's gotten stronger. He's worked on his post game, and I think as time has passed, he's settled in as a full-time power forward. At least that's where he should settle into.
And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Durant against Pierce. He kicks it to Rivers. Smith dishes to Crawford. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Durant against Pierce. Durant, the pass to Roberson. Takes a 3. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City. Crawford outside. He feeds it to Smith. Rivers kicks to Aldridge. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Ibaka dishes to Durant. The rebound by Pierce.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Crawford outside. Three-pointer. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Stevenson's checked in. And back to Crawford. Last season, he was down in field goal and three-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately kept him out of 17, 18 games late in the year.
Yeah, Kevin, but his deep range spread the floor when he was out there. He still has that presence about him that you have to honor him. And he also hits some very timely shots. A dangerous assassin who always needs to be accounted for.
On the wing, Stevenson. Defended by Durant. Stevenson passes to Pierce. They get it again. Rivers kicks to Crawford. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Singler, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Knocks it loose. There's the pick.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in. Aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Thunder trailing by 10. And Westbrook, here we go. Good. Westbrook's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Now, here's Stevenson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
All sorts of time. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
And Singler kicks to Westbrook. Here's Durant. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws. Kevin, you look at their free throw percentage. They've been very efficient from the line today. That's a big factor. He's always been extremely reliable. Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
And he's doing a great job at the charity stripe. It's easy to overlook, but those freebies can make the difference.
Here's for 3.
Damn, he should have squared
And
that.
that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth.
doing.
So it's the Thunder now. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Canner.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
And that one's good. And that's now 28 points for Blake Griffin.
Boy, Blake Griffin right now is on a roll.
And it's blocked by Jordan. From deep three-point range. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Paul. And it's 9 points for Johnson. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, adding on to that, we can't fail to mention all the steals they piled up, too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
Redick dishes to Jordan. 5 to shoot. Johnson with it. It's Ibaka picking him up.
Signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
And Westbrook, here we go. That's good. Westbrook's got 12 points in just the second half.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Morrow comes in for Singler. Dion Waiters checked in for Andre Robertson. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. This is to Jordan. Stolen by Cantor. Here's Morrow. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got his 5th assist in this one. Augustine against Paul. Picked by Griffin. Pass to Redick. Kicks it out to Johnson. Lots of room. No good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Feeds it to Cantor. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And Augustine kicks to Morrow. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline.
Griffin draws the double. Here's Jordan. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
Augustine against Paul. Jordan the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Redick passes to Griffin. Here we go, 1-on-1. And then Waiters with the jam.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll.
Ray, getting back to Waiters, there's a reason the Cavaliers dealt the former 4th overall pick in the draft. Not only did he shoot poorly, but Clark, he averaged less than 2 assists a game.
Yeah, I think it's a mindset adjustment with Waiters. I've loved his talent and his ability to make plays and shots. Now he just has to recalibrate his thinking so he can be effective in the role he's asked to play.
Here's Augustine. Great D that time from Jordan. Clippers leading by 5. Here's Redick. And that one comes up a bit short. Thunder have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Augustine, that's good.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
And the call will be against Nick Collison. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Augustine against Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. Clock at 4. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And that's 12 points for Johnson.
And that's his 2nd triple of the half. None for him going into the break. And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And it's Johnson again missing. Thunder trailing by 6. Waiters with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. The 3. Shot's good by Waiters. Waiters got 25 points.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His 2nd 3 of the game.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark. And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
But, Greg, they can't relax yet. I mean, they've still got plenty of work to do here.
Here's Griffin. No good. Great D that time from Collison. Here's Morrow. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game. And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. A nice shot by Rivers.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending him to the free throw lines than to have him get that good a look.
And Canner throws it down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Rivers dishes to Aldridge. Pass to Smith. The Thunder pull it in. Collison's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And the Clippers with a change here too. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Smith. Out left to the wing. And the foul on Cole Aldridge. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. For 3, Durant. It's hauled in by the Clippers. To the middle. Durant with the steal. To the paint. Here. Oh, wow.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the
that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Westbrook, no good.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
He just continues to light him up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but it just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Words for his team. He loved the work they were doing on the interior, saying, listen, they've got no answer for us inside, and we're not going to let them off the hook now. Keep pounding it down low.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Morrow's checked in. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Griffin comes in for Lance Stevenson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And Paul subbed in for Rivers. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And here is Paul. And Redick kicks to Griffin. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Griffin's got 14 points now in the second half.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
That's good from Pierce.
You know, you've got to like the fact that they're getting to the line. And on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward.
And both free throws good for Paul Pierce. Thunder trailing by 3. And Westbrook, here we go. Pierce with the steal. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. And finished off by Paul.
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you've got a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you got to take it and make it. Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
From deep, Morrow, it's hauled in by the Clippers. Griffin's got 11 rebounds in the game.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer. The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
To the inside.
Fuck, I threw it to the wrong person.
And here we go with Westbrook heading to the hoop. They get the rebound. Off target at the rim. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 14-6 run. Pierce against Ibaka. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one, and that increases their lead to 6.
They're doing a great job here in the second half. They've brought their free throw percentage up quite a bit, and that's winning basketball. That's one of the ingredients in winning basketball. Good free throw shooting.
From deep, Morrow buries it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You know what? The switch has flipped, and he's in that proverbial zone right now, knocking down 3 of 4 here in the fourth.
Pierce. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books. And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Crawford. No good on the triple. Crawford with the steal. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're behind by 8. 11 seconds left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, they can game plan all they want, but unless they can put more time on the clock, I think this bad boy's over.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what they hope to get accomplished with this timeout here.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Outside Pierce. So the Clippers with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.